Kick a little something for them cars that be bumped.
It isn't nothing like that. It isn't nothing like that good soul music. Now use it and let Jay prove it. Just lose it. With everything you do, just know she got your back, yo. And she'll even make you laugh show after show. She got the vibes that'll make you ride top down. And if you got a couple pounds, she'll be around. Justified madness.
Wait a minute, this love started off so tender, so sweet.
What's up, what's happening? It's your girl J1 Yvette, and welcome to the Shoutout Saturday edition of Justified Madness. That's music from Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, and Anderson .Paak with the number 15 song in the nation this week. According to the Billboard Hot 100, that's Smokin' Out the Window. Now stay tuned, because I have a parody of that song coming up that is guaranteed to have you cracking the heck up. Shout out to GemoBeans for that parody. Now, as I stated at the top, this is Shoutout Saturday, so if you hit me up this week for a shout out, I've got you. Starting off, I want to send a shout out to my daughter Jessie, whom you hear at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday. She just celebrated her 22nd birthday this week, the 3rd to be exact, and also sending major love out to Kiana in New Orleans. She's been checking in for a few weeks now, and she reached out to me to let me know how much she enjoys the podcast. So I want to say shout out to you, Kiana, and I truly do appreciate the love. Shout out to all my Mad Hatters. Now, if you're wondering who my Mad Hatters are, you may be new to the podcast and don't know yet, so let me tell you. My Mad Hatters are what I call my Justified Madness listeners. And shout out to Tracy for coming up with that name. She said Lady Gaga has her little monsters, Cardi B has her Barty gang, Tamar Braxton has her Tamartians, so she figured I needed a name for my supporters too. Think big, right? And finally, shout out to the Washington Commanders. Yes, my team finally has a permanent name again, and for that, I am glad. Now, speaking of football, this next major superstar will be among the performers at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. If you watch Power Book 2 Ghost, you know her as Monet Tejada. And if you love music, well then you know her as the queen of R&B hip hop. This is the one and only Mary J. Blige with Amazing featuring DJ Khaled. It's from her upcoming Good Morning Gorgeous album. That album drops on February 11th, and I'm so ready. I love me some Mary J. Blige, y'all. You are tuned in to the Shoutout Saturday edition of Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette.
We the best music. Blige.
Yo, what's new with the movies this week? What's new in music, yo?
Your girl J1 Yvette's about to tell you
What's new in music and movies this week?
Lots of new music this week, starting with singles. Ally Brooke with Porter D, Charlie XCX and Rina Saiwanawa with Beg For You, Disclosure and Zebo with You've Got To Let Go If You Want To Be Free, Gucci Mane featuring Lil Durk with Rumors, James Blake with Pick Me Up, Michael Bublé, I'll Never Not Love You, The Kooks with Connection, and XXXTentacion with Vice City. New albums dropping this week include Big Big Train with Welcome to the Planet, Jethro Tull and the Zealot Gene, Lady Blackbird with Black Acid Soul, Lucinda Williams with Lou's Jukebox Volume 6, and Steve Vai with Inviolate. Now for the full list of new music, click on over to officialcharts.com and click on new releases. New at the movies this week, Moonfall. In this sci-fi fantasy, a mysterious force knocks the moon from its orbit around the Earth and sends it hurling into a collision course with life as we know it. With mere weeks before impact and the world on the brink of annihilation, NASA executive and former astronaut Jo Fowler is convinced she has the key to saving us all. But only one astronaut from her past, Brian Harper, and a conspiracy theorist, Casey Houseman, believe her. These unlikely heroes will mount an impossible last-ditch mission into space, leaving behind everyone they love, only to find out that our moon is not what we think it is. Moonfall stars Halle Berry as Jo Fowler, Patrick Wilson as Brian Harper, and John Bradley as Casey Houseman, and it's rated PG-13. Now, if you're more of a stay-at-home and chill TV lover, no worries. Stream thousands of episodes, live sports, and exclusive originals all in one place with Paramount Plus. Access hundreds of iconic movies from award-winning classics to hit releases, breaking news, and more. Go to ParamountPlus.com to try it for free for 1 week, and students, you get 25% off. So go to ParamountPlus.com now to sign up. And finally, are you a Cricket Wireless customer with an Android device? Then you should download the Added Up app now. Watch short videos, play games, answer quick surveys, and knock dollars off your monthly service. That's right, a few minutes a day can knock $5, $10, even up to $25 off your monthly service. So what are you waiting for? If you're a Cricket Wireless customer with an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download the Added Up app now. I've saved so much money using this app, so I want to share this gem with y'all. That's the wrap up for this week. Now let's get back to the show. You're tuned into Justified Madness, and I'm your girl, J1 Yvette.
Wait a minute, you and I used to play Adopt Me together every morning, but now she got me spending on my Robux. Must have spent 69,000 Robux in a week. Oh no, got a badass girl, putting up my whole world, so unhappy, please. Whoa, whoa, only hits me up what she needs, Robux and things from me. Man, I'm speechless, I'm in disbelief. This girl got me buying her this, buying her that. Curls on her leg, hairless on her head, and here I am getting broke. I'm so broke. You got me out here spending on my Robux, singing my mom's gonna beat my ass, cause I stole her credit card and all her cash to spend it on you. And what did you do? You left me for him, left me for him. Ooh. Just the other night you was dropping to me ties, screaming GemoBeans. Only called me cause she needed money, someone happy please, I think she a gold digger, she don't really care for me. Girl, not to be dramatic, but I hope you die. This girl got me buying her this, buying her that. Curls on her leg, hairless on her head, and here I am getting broke. I'm so broke. You got me out here spending on my Robux, singing my mom's gonna beat my ass, cause I stole her credit card and all her cash to spend it on you. And what did you do? You left me for him, left me for him. Ooh.
Here's a song that you just might hear at the Culture Tour with New Edition, Charlie Wilson, and Jodeci.
Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective. You're listening to Justified Madness.
That's right. You know,
Word life.
this is for the $100 billers.
Welcome.
Yeah.
It's the Shoutout Saturday edition of Justified Madness with your girl J1 Yvette. That's classic music from New Edition. It's called Oh Yeah, It Feels So Good. And that's from their 1996 album Home Again, which was the first album to feature all 6 members together. And it's by request for my girl Bunny in Laurel, Maryland. Quick programming note, I'll be back on the air tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Inspiration edition of Justified Madness. I like to start off the week with that good gospel music to fill up your tank and get you ready to face the week ahead. I'm on the air every Sunday, Wednesday, and Saturday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/justifiedmadness. Now, if you miss any episodes, no worries. You can always catch up on the podcast either right here on Blog Talk Radio or look for the podcast on Podchaser, Google Podcasts, Deezer, Podpage, Podcast Addict, Castbox, and almost anywhere else you get your podcast. My Sunday show is listed as Sunday Inspiration, and my Wednesday and Saturday shows are listed as Justified Madness. So make sure you follow, subscribe, drop a review, let me know how I'm doing so I can make this thing better for you. And I appreciate the love. Now, before I move on, I gotta send a shout out to my official promo team. They're called Team J1 Yvette, and they're run by my girls Tracy and Amina. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Team J1 Yvette. That's TeamJWANYVETTE. And I'm also on Twitter. You can follow me at J1Yvette1, JWANYVETTE, and the number 1. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Fanbase at Justified Madness 31. Now, before I move on, I gotta send shout outs to my hubba bubba Ellis, my big sis Debbie Deb, all my family, whether by blood or by love. I love you to life, and I love you for real. Birthday shout out to the one and only Bobby Brown, Any for Life, baby. Make sure you grab your tickets to the Culture Tour, starring New Edition, all 6 members, Charlie Wilson, and the return of Jodeci. I want to send a happy heavenly birthday to Trayvon Martin. Rest in power, King. You will never, ever be forgotten. Shout outs to my Twamley, my Young Nation, my Mad Hatters, my ATL fam, my DMV fam, my girl Alex, my girls Desi and Boogie, Jamel, Greg, Kel, Yvette, Shane, Carmisha, and last but never, ever least, my baby girl, my daughter Jessie. Y'all know her as Jessie James, and you hear her at the top of the hour every Wednesday and Saturday night right here on Justified Madness. Now, coming up, I have music from breakout artist and my mentee, y'all. Her name is Pynk Dymund, and her single is called Shine Bright Like a Diamond. And on the other side of the commercial, I've got music from Lil Nas X with That's What I Want. And that's by request for Maya in Moe County, Maryland. Thank you for checking in, Maya. Now, I've had folks ask me why you don't get to hear the full songs on all platforms. Now, you do hear the full songs here on Blog Talk, but short answer, copyright infringement. I try to avoid playing music that I don't own the rights to on other platforms because the copyright owners can have my content either muted or taken down. So, and especially on YouTube, where all of these episodes end up. So that's why I include links to all the music that I play, so you can just click the link to go to the music if you're listening outside of Blog Talk Radio. So that way you can hear the music and I don't get in trouble. So that answers that question. I have gotten that question a lot, so I wanted to put that out there. And also, before I close out, I want to send a major shout out to India Ari, Neil Young, Joni Mitchell, and the host of other artists who are pulling their music from Spotify in protest. And I must say I am among them. I have requested to have all of Gemstone Entertainment's content removed from Spotify, including this podcast, not only because of the disinformation machine that Spotify chooses to pay $100 million to keep on their platform. But as India Ari pointed out, that host included some blatantly offensive and racist language on his show. And also the Spotify platform that makes the bulk of its money from us, from music artists, they only pay us about 1/3 of a penny per stream. And while at the same time, they're paying that podcast host $100 million. So it's time to really shine a spotlight on what's really going on at Spotify. And it's much bigger than just that one podcast host, as disgusting as his content has been. It's much bigger than that. And I applaud all the artists that are taking a stand. You know, it's not right. And it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Now you could say, well, maybe you're just getting that little bit of money because you're not a well-known artist. Well, guess what? It doesn't change. Even the bigger artists like India Ari, like Neil Young, only get that 1/3 of a penny per stream. The only reason they get paid more than I do is because they're signed to major labels and get more streams than I do. And trust, that's not right. And anybody knows that is not right. So I just wanted to put that out there. I know I have said in previous episodes, I asked you not to stream me on Spotify because some of my content is still there because I'm kind of wrestling with Spotify to get some of it taken down. But that's another story altogether. But that's the reason I've been asking my listeners to stop streaming the podcast from Spotify. It's the principle of it all. It's much bigger than that one person. And until they get their stuff together, none of Gemstone's content will be there going forward. All power to the people. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, now that I got all of that off my chest, let me get to the music, y'all. This is Pynk Dymund, and you are tuned into the Shoutout Saturday edition of Justified Madness. Shine bright like a diamond.
Pynk Dymund. Gemstone.
Shine bright like a diamond.
2021 and 22, let's go. Straight out the gate, I'm kicking down the door. I'ma need everybody out on the dance floor. Pynk Dymund's on the mic, I'ma make it clear. I'm here to clear all the competition out of here. You can call me Ghost, cause you can't see me, but I promise everybody, y'all gon' feel me. Reppin' the DMV, lovely, that's me. Shout out to all my girls in MD and DC. All pink, everything looking so sweet, but I promise y'all don't really wanna see me. I can make your body rock, I can make you dance, I can make you love me if you give me a chance. Spitting verses off the dome like the rappers from the 80s, laying down competition like rockabye, baby. Just pass me the mic and I'm going for mine. My name is Pynk Dymund, it's my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond.
Verse 2, and I'm just getting started in here on this Gemstone track. Let me be clear, if you wanna step to me, you better bring your A game. I'm top notch, baby, no time for lanes. Don't need to show my body to make headlines. Drop a track, give me the mic and I'm ready to shine. Got a heart of gold, but don't play with me, cause I can make you wish that you never met me. Hop out my pink truck with my diamonds bringing you the sounds that keep your heads ringing. Major love to Lizzo, Megan, Cardi B, and I can't forget my girl Sweetie. 2021 was my big debut. Pynk Dymund's here to stay, boy, I thought you knew. DMV cutie, and I'm going for mine. My name is Pynk Dymund, it's my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah.
Verse 3, did you think I was ready to go? I need everybody here out on the dance floor. See those chairs? Please just ignore them. Believe me, there'll be no need for them. See, no party ain't a party till it's ran all through. And I'm here to rock this party with you. Don't need to drink or smoke to get you high. Take me to another level. It is I, Pynk Dymund. Remember my name, I'm a legend. I'ma keep you open like 7-Eleven. Got an old school flavor with a new school twist. This chick is headed to the top of the list. I can make your body rock, I can make you dance, I can make you love me if you give me a chance. Pynk Dymund's on the mic and I'm going for mine. 2022 is my time to shine.
Shine bright like a diamond. Yeah. Shine bright like a diamond.
The legacy continues. All six live on one stage. This time, it's for the culture. New edition, the Culture Tour. Live in the biggest concert of the decade. With hits.
That girl is
After hits.
It's my
The Culture Tour with Charlie Wilson. It's a non-stop hit fest. And special guest, it's the reunion of Jodeci. The Culture Tour, new edition, Charlie Wilson, and special guest, Jodeci. Coming to a city near you. Visit bpctickets.com for more info. Brought to you by the Black Promoters Collective.
What's good, y'all? This is Pynk Dymund, and you're listening to Justified Madness. Call up your homies and tell them to tune in, too.
1, 2, 3, 4. Need a boy you can cuddle with me all night. That's what I really want.
Okay, y'all, I went way over my time tonight, so I'm just going to say much love to y'all. See you tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Eastern Time for Sunday Inspiration. # delete Spotify. Good night, y'all. You're tuned in to Justified Madness with your girl, J1 Yvette.